franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And his first look is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10.
Hey, Monday. Here we go, son. Out.
Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Fields. Here's Freiermuth again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Fields throwing again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. To throw is Jackson. Trying to improvise. 20! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson's going to try the sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Jackson will keep it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
He'll buy some time right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Good. Out.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Out, let's go. Angel. All right.
Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 8.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, the spin. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Don't jump,
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Touchdown!
George Pickens
From 13 yards out.
and the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the gun, Jackson. The connect. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
Angel. Here we go, son. Alpha. West right fit. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Steelers have cut the lead back down to 2.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Hey, give me a second, bro. If you can just appreciate it. All right, man. I really appreciate that. Thanks, bro. That's
The
respect.
Raven
I appreciate
offense
that,
set
bro.
at the
You ain't
line
have
for
to
this
do that.
next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
Right.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Jackson now. Out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates.
Why? There you go.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields.
Ooh.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw.
And the Raven pressure too much.
No blocking.
Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got him. Oh.
That's going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. That drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Hold on to that fire.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see
There's
a
no
green
too
grass
far.
ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that
Alert like a
maybe you
motherfucker.
haven't
Like, what's
taught.
up? 2 of these motherfuckers, what's up?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Play somebody better, and I didn't make enough adjustments.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back in.
Not ball enough. I became one-dimensional. All these things, I got to make adjustments on.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Fields. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Fields trying to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Good block.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete.
Good defense, Bishop.
Good hands there defensively, and it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Looking to throw. Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Calvin Austin
from 19 yards away.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Plays. A lot of options.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Here we go. You got me, base. Line up.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw.
Yes.
Intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away.
Let's go.
Potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, they better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally.
This is a good game. You good, bro.
They put themselves in a tough spot with
You
that
good, man. I am like clawing like a motherfucker, trying to find your tendencies.
Back to throw.
Got it. No, you about to pick it off. Damn it. I should have shut the fuck up and kept playing. I should have kept playing. I was talking. Good game, bro. I can't play and talk at the same time for shit. That's on me.
Just when you
Good
thought
game.
this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they're in danger of surrendering this.
Yeah, me either. That's why I was like, I can sit here and run the clock out, but I'm like, that's not my forte. I don't get better like that.
The line set to get going. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Oh, good shit. Good read. Good read. Good read. Ah, good read.
This one down to the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Good read.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yeah, you deserve this, dub, man. I'll take this L. I ain't doing nothing but learning.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
And almost broke that. Jeez.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
There we go.
Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And only
What's that?
2 here. Stopped at the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That chess match, man, that's what I'm like. At this point, it ain't even about who's better. Because, like, this 40 club, we're going to play good people. But I'm like, this is a chess match. I got to figure out what you're doing and how I can counter that. And it's damn near too late for me.
Here's Jackson.
That's cut.
Rolling, and he can't get a throw off. He's
That's
taken
game.
down. What
It's
a
not
huge
enough time.
play at this point in the game.
GG's, bro.
Alex Highsmith getting him once again his third.